Cursed journal unleashes terror. I always thought the attic was just a dusty realm of forgotten things, but that changed the day I found the journal. It was nestled in a box labeled Grandma's Keepsakes, though I was sure I'd never seen it before. The faded leather cover seemed to pulse slightly, as if alive. At first, I thought it was a trick of the light, but when I opened it, my heart skipped a beat. The pages were blank except for the date at the top of each page, today's date. I laughed it off, thinking it was just an old diary Grandma never got around to writing in. But then I noticed something unsettling. Words began to appear, forming sentences on their own. As the clock ticked past midnight, the ink bled across the page in elegant cursive, narrating events that were eerily familiar. The first entry detailed an argument I had with my best friend just hours before. I felt a chill creep up my spine. By morning, the journal had chronicled my every move, each line filling before my eyes as if guided by an invisible hand. I tried to put it away, but curiosity gnawed at me. The next entry was a warning, an accident at work that I could only avoid if I left my house by 8:15 a.m. I was skeptical, but the fear of being proven right was overwhelming. I left early and narrowly missed a pileup on the freeway. The journal's predictions grew darker with each passing hour. It foretold of shadows watching me from the corners of my room, whispering my name in the dead of night. I tried to convince myself it was just stress, but the entries were relentless. Each new line seemed to seal my fate, pushing me towards an inevitable end. My world shrunk to the size of that journal. I stopped sleeping, my eyes glued to the ink that dictated my life. I was convinced it couldn't get worse until the final entry appeared. It described a figure standing in the doorway of my bedroom, its face obscured by shadow, but unmistakably watching. As the clock struck midnight, I heard the creak of the floorboards outside my room. The journal had fallen silent, its pages suddenly blank as if erasing itself. Panic surged through me as I realized the journal wasn't predicting my future. It was controlling it. The doorknob twisted slowly, and I was frozen in place, caught in a story I couldn't escape. The last thought that crossed my mind was the sickening realization that the journal had only been a messenger, a harbinger of something far more sinister that had finally arrived.